Hi guys, long time no see. By the time you're watching this, it's probably like, I don't know, way past the time I filmed it. We're trying to get some content created so that we can just upload it and not be as stressed. We do really miss the whole filming process, and I've been feeling relatively uninspired by makeup recently, which is partially why we haven't been filming and partially why at least my Instagram content has been like subpar. But anyway, I want to do like a nice full glam today, so let's part the bangs and let's get into it, shall we? So I'm like dying to pull out Blueberry Muffin again. I actually used this for one of my friends. She got married recently, and I used this on her for the neutral shades, and it just was so flawless because she looks so good in like more like berry tones a little bit. Not berries, but like purple toned neutrals essentially. So that's exactly why I pulled this out. This is an Odin's Eye brush of sorts, but I'm gonna go into the deepest shade, Decadent, over here. And these neutrals always make me feel like spiced out of my mind, okay? And I have my eyes primed with concealer because it's, oh shit, I gotta fart. I have my eyes primed with concealer because it's nighttime, so I'm not really worried about longevity, but I wouldn't like recommend a concealer for primer. It'll just like work for this purpose, but I really want this to be like a smoked out like kind of thing. Well, that's looking interesting. So I'm gonna really like pack it and bring it up over here. I still want it to be like semi-round, but I just want it to be really blown out on the outer portion at least. Given the amount I've already applied, I'll probably have to wear lashes with this, which is really tragic considering it's nighttime, but it might be kind of fun. Henny Hoozle. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush of sorts and take a mix of 350, this matte over here, and the lighter like peachy matte, like more of the peachy matte, and just kind of go around the edges, try and diffuse that and make it look not the way that it's currently looking. Also, you can't even tell my sweater. It's so cute. I found it at Target the other day. I spent like way too much money. I went on Black Friday, not for Black Friday shopping, just because I needed cake mix because my my assistant's birthday was the day before or the day after, and so I wanted to make cupcakes for school for my class and everything. So I went to Target to get cupcake mix and stuff, and then they were having so many sweater sales, and this one wasn't on sale, but I found it and I was like, wow, I must own that. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the most comfortable sweater I've ever worn, and it's like cute as hell. I got so many compliments on it. Things are looking a little sus, but I think I can bring this together. I'm gonna add mostly the peachy matte up here. I haven't done a blown out look in a while, so forgive me. I'm like relearning how to do glam makeup. I basically just wear Auric Temper right now. So it's been kind of rough on my days where I want to go a little more spicy, you know? I do want to deepen this up just slightly more, so I'm gonna go in with sparkly black here called Baker's Dozen. And add that close to the lash line mainly. Also, I'm sorry if you get any glimpse of my thumbnail. I have this this horrible habit where I massacre my nails at any given moment. And this one, I was cutting my cuticles one day with a really super short cuticle cutter, and I massacred it like literally a year ago, and it still looks so bad because I can't stop touching it. And it's really embarrassing. So I'm trying to work on that right now, but it's been pretty rough. And with the other dark matte and sort of diffuse that edge a bit. I really want this to be like sultry. I might go with like a dark lip too, just to play with it, because I have all the ones from Kaleidos and I'm just dying. They came out with a new multi-chrome highlighter also. It's loud down here. I think I'm gonna go in with Cravings on my lid, which is this shade right here, just on my finger, because this one is so like gorgeous and sparkly, and I really think this palette is just like top notch. And it's like a silvery taupey kind of shade, which I just love. Although I am going to go over it a little bit with Sweet, which is more gold, just to warm it up ever so slightly. And then I'm going to use that brush again sort of to diffuse that shimmer a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this shimmer right here called Yummy. And I'm going to use that as my sort of transition shimmer, like into the darker shades. And this one's really gorgeous. It has like some blue glitter throughout. It's so good. I'm going to go back in with the black as well because I feel like we lost some of that after I coated it with shimmer, because I really want the lash line to be dark, so it's like a really doe-eyed sort of thing. That's what I'm looking for right now. Oh, I could do this with like a red lip. It could be kind of Christmassy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye real quick, and then I will get back with you to do the lower lash line or the base or the inner corner or whatever. I'm not sure quite yet. And like clean it up straight, because honestly I don't think that was gonna work as a rounded look, but that's fine. But I did those both. I know what I'm gonna do on my inner corner, but I think I'm gonna make that a last step. I'm gonna use Pixie from Kaima Cosmetics. This is like my favorite, Raisin Marie. This is like my favorite like pigment right now. It's like a neutral sparkle. It's gorgeous. Raisin Marie. This cat in these boxes. I can't. Oh. Raisin. Anyway, I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. I literally have not used foundation in forever. I'm not gonna prime my moisturizer on. Oh my god, I have to fart again. I'm gonna apply some of that, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of Glow Lust from Auric. I think that's gonna help me with this coverage level. In a Selenite, that's the one that I have. And it'll warm it up a little bit. This tone is a little like peachy for me, but I still think it's like a gorgeous product on its own, so it doesn't really bother me, but something to note if you're fair. And I'm gonna use a foundation brush because I am too lazy to get a sponge. But I felt that I was like in desperate need of wearing foundation. I forgot what that looked like. Wow, that's so nostalgic to like 3 months ago. But yeah, I'm gonna do that here. I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation brush simply because I hear that's the best one from Rachel, and so far I'm not disappointed. It kind of does work like a beauty blender a little bit, which is kind of neat. You guys probably haven't had the chance to see my new hair unless you're on our Instagram account, but it'll probably change soon because I need to redo these roots and the blue is fading pretty bad. I was thinking I could do like a purple next, like a half and half still, because I really do like the half and half vibe, or I could go like deep blue, you know? I don't know. I have lots of ideas. Oh my god, this corny. I mean, we're still kind of on our break at this time, but that's stupid cock. So our house is chaos. So my best friend, I have to take this off. I can't even take myself seriously like this. Oh my lordy. A couple of, or maybe a month ago now, maybe 2. I think it's been 2. And we mentioned that we mentioned that our best friend would be moving in. But we didn't say why, because at the time that was not public and it wasn't our, you know, place to share. But she's pregnant and kind of freaking because, you know, she's not married and dad's not wanting to be in the picture, and I've been there. So we took her under our wing, and she was struggling for a while, like pretty heavy, but she seems to be doing a lot better now, and I'm so proud of her. Let's keep it up with like the mask coverage. Like, this is a lot of coverage. Holy moly, it looks nice though, like on my skin. It looks nice, I think, for a foundation. I'm just so used to only seeing my skin, so this is wackadoodle for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my Undone Beauty concealer palette and put that under my eyes for my concealer, because it's pretty light and it's pretty bright and it's pretty opaque. So I finally noticed what Rachel was talking about when we had initially gotten this to where it could be cakey. I finally see that a little bit. I do still think it's like a good finish and stuff, but a little goes a long way. Like I over applied, so it looks a little bit cakey, but again, I'm going for like mask coverage here, all right? Okay. Go for contour. I'm gonna use the KVD Gel Contour in Fair, or whatever the lightest shade is. I really do like this, but I have to apply it on the back of my hand first. And I have been using Salt New York's contour, or it's renamed, it's called Taupe now. And I still love that one to pieces. I just bought another one because mine is already running low again. It's gonna be my holy grail for a while. I do have Fenty Amber in my Sephora cart. Not sure if and when I'm going to place that order, but I was gonna for the VIP sale because Fenty was already on sale at that point, and I was like, maybe, and I just didn't. So that was on me, but like, again, I haven't really been wearing makeup like the way that I am right now. So I wasn't sure that I needed it because Taupe from Salt and this contour gel, they both work on me, like on bare skin, you know? I like the color and the formula, and Fenty Amber looks like ghastly cool tone, you know? For blush, I want to use this one. It's called Hope. This is one of the minis from Rare Beauty, Raisin. And I really like these. I think they're so cute. I think they're the perfect size, especially for the pigmentation that you get in the Rare Beauty blushes. Like, I love this tiny little applicator, and I've definitely, I was like laughing my ass off in the car today thinking about saying this in the video, but I finally realized when my hate comments like have a point. And haters, you were right, I was wearing too much blush. I've been toning it back quite a bit, you know, really scaling it back. And I think it looks more flattering. But I hate that they were right. I really do, you know. But I still, you know, I still like a heavy blush look. I just definitely, with the more natural makeup days, I'm used to more subdued makeup. So like lots and lots of hot pink blush is a little bit like, wow, wow, wow for me. Oh, this blush is so pretty. Look at my cheeks, like little shiny globes. That was probably too much on the nose, but whatever. I love this color. It's like a cooler tone nude. It's a little bit like Rose from Salt, but not quite. Ooh, speaking of Salt, our code did change with them, so it's Twintorials 10 now, so it's 10% off your order instead of 30% off bundles, which I actually prefer because for the 30% off bundles you had to have a bundle, so you had to buy a pre-made palette with 4 tints at least to, you know, use our affiliate code. So if you desire, you may use our code Twintorials 10 to save money off. All right, get ready, y'all. I'm gonna powder. This one is newer to us. This is the Kosas Cloud set in Breezy. This is a good powder, you guys. Like, if you are somebody like us who does not powder and doesn't like to use powder, but you do need one every so often, I really think this formula is so stunning. You do kind of have to cake it on to get sort of an effect. Like, my skin still looks quite shiny. You can't see the powder under my eyes literally whatsoever. So I've really been enjoying this, especially if I want to use a powder product on bare skin. I can dust this all over the face and go in with my powders, and that's phenom for me. So I think I'm gonna go into some powder bronzer, sort of. I'm gonna use the Dior Backstage Contour Kit and just sort of like swirl my brush around in most of the lighter shades. Sort of go there. Just really bronze up this complexion. I haven't had like a sharp cheek in a while, so this is gonna be really fun for me, I think. Although I'm already feeling a little like too matte for my preference, but that's fine. And for powder blush, I'm gonna go into Natasha Denona in Tutu and Darkberry. This is the Blush Duo palette number 18. I love this one, you guys. Use a little bit of the toastier shade and mix it with a slight bit of the very, very light peach. This is like a setting powder shade. Like, that's not a blush, but maybe on really fair skin it is. I don't know. Or maybe it's just made as a mixing agent. You guys are right, I use too much blush, I say, as I literally pile on blush. This is why I can't do glam. I get carried away. Sorry. Okay, for highlight, I think I'm just gonna go into a salt highlight because my cheeks are looking a little matte for my preference and this will do me right up. So I'm gonna go into beige. There was a point in time where I wasn't using the salt highlighters, like Kiki sent us all the shades in PR, and we had the highlighters in palettes, but we weren't like using them at all. Gone are those days. I freaking love these highlighters. I think I just wasn't used to working with a cream highlighter necessarily, just liquid. And I don't know, my preferences just definitely changed as far as highlighters go. But this one is so good. And I think I might actually go in with that Rare Beauty blush again, just a little bit, because I really do want these cheeks to look more dewy than they do. And I don't want that highlighter to leave any sort of stripe, if you will. And then I'm gonna do some freckles because I just can't help myself. I don't do them as intense as I used to, but I still like them in like small doses. But I do finally see what some of y'all have been yelling at me about. They are a little polka dotty if I'm not careful. They don't look realistic. Victoria. Let me go in with Decadent, that deepest brown, on a pencil brush and mainly focus that on the outer corner to the, ow, I guess all the way to the end, or like 3/4 of the way in. This color on the lower lash line for whatever reason is like absolutely phenom. I just feel like, did that not do the most for me? Go in with a little bit of 350 on this random brush and smoke it out a little bit more, but mainly just on the outer portion. I don't want it to go like down this way. I want it to go out sort of diagonally, if you will. I feel like it's looking a little like silly over there, so I'm gonna just use that cloud set powder on a fluffy brush and sort of clean it up a bit, so that it actually diffuses properly instead of looking so harsh and strange. Okay, I think I'm ready to do my inner corner. Watch the magic. I'm just gonna use setting spray to wet this brush so the pigment doesn't fall like absolutely everywhere. And I'm just gonna take a little bit from the cap. Ooh, my body is ready. Ready? Do you see how pretty that is? Probably not. Oh, it's so shiny. I wish you could see this sparkle in person. It's just divine. It really is. I think I'm gonna bring a little bit of this onto the lid as well, just to sort of mesh the two. This is also something, if I wear this, like everybody's like, what the hell is on your eyeballs? Kaima, bitch. Kaima. Okay, let's figure out a lip color, shall we? Okay, I think I'm gonna do Queen of the Night from Kaleidos. I hope this isn't too much. It's like pretty bold, but ooh, I want it. I've forgotten how to apply lipstick. Wow, that is a gorgeous color. Holy shit balls. Okay, I love this color. I think I'm gonna do some eyeliner and then mascara and then call it a day. I don't think I'm gonna need lashes with this. I don't. Do I do a black? Or I could do a pop of purple. No. Nar. Well, Mac Costa Rica's not here for whatever reason, so I'm just gonna use this LA Girl pencil in brown, and that'll be like a warm enough brown to do the trick, I think. Whoa. Okay, I think before I do my lashes, I'm gonna pop on some of Dramatize from Kaleidos, the lip gloss, because it always goes well over like lip colors like this. And I love love, 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 love the lip clay formula, BTW. If you have not, let me part the hair here. If you have not tried the lip clay formula and you're on the hunt for like a perfect sort of blotted lip product, or one that like it layers well, it wears well, it's just perfection. I wore a color like this, the darkest one, all day, and it did not budge. It did not budge. It looked like a little weird in the center, but that's like it. And I mean a little weird, so it was wild. Anyway, I've been loving this lash primer from L'Oreal. This is the Lash Paradise lash primer. We ran out of our one from Milk Makeup, and that's been like my favorite one for a while, but we did not want to spend that kind of money again. And so we tried this one out instead of the regular voluminous lash primer that we used to use so much. And this one is not the same formula as Milk, but it does serve the same purpose, where it just like volumizes the crap out of your lashes essentially. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is back in rotation. It's like my favorite mascara ever. I took a short hiatus from it, and I don't know why I ever did. It truly is like the best mascara ever. I need a closer mirror for this stuff. I don't know if you can even see on camera what this does for my lashes, but it is just incredible. I also have been using, I'm almost overdue an overview for it, from Octoly, but I got the Grande Lash Serum, and I don't actually know if it's doing anything, but I have had nothing but good lash days since I started using it, so maybe it is. I like suck, and I didn't take like a before picture, and you know, that was on me, so I don't know if they're actually growing, but they look real good. I don't know, what do people do to make their ending clips look better? Tussle up my hair, I guess. I don't know. I wear it up like 99% of the time. I don't know how to do it at all. Okay, I guess that will do it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I feel real good. I wish I had something to do except, you know, wash this off and watch Schitt's Creek tonight, but I don't. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, we shall be uploading regularly again, I presume, when this video is up. So I hope you enjoyed your stay here, and I would hope that you would click subscribe before you exit out of the video, because we have a good time here. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you. Everything will be linked below with probably some affiliate links, so feel free to use those if you so desire. If not, I hope to see you in our future videos. Bye!